All right, we outside.
What up? What's new with you?
Nigga, these fucking sacks under my eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking hanging out with my sister. Parents, if you're listening, if you're a podcast parent, listener, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Kids are hard, bro.
Yeah.
They suck a little.
Yeah.
Cool, but like, she's crazy, bro. I'm like Labubu, Benson Boone, Dubai chocolated, fucking.
I don't even know what Labubu is.
Exactly.
I just know it's a new word.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that in like a month. I'll know what it is.
I am like, I can't with matcha. I don't want to see matcha lattes. I don't want to fucking.
What is Labubu?
A toy.
Okay.
It's but it's part of. It's just like. What is Labubu? That's a great question. It's the central figure in the minds of children right now.
Really?
She just speaks in different Labubu memes. Like she'd be like, I can't even say the Labubu memes. There's millions of them. What's crazy is
our minds aren't advanced enough.
Dude, no, I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, like when I look at an older generation, like what my mind can contain, like, oh, it's easy for me. Like the references. Our references are in books, movies, TVs.
We know how to save as PDF. Yeah, we know how to do that.
But when you think of like what our media and entertainment was, it was very, even though it was a lot, it was very simple. Books, movies, TVs. We had our own Nickelodeon. We had these. So kids these days have, because of TikTok and social media, there's an infinite amount of shit for them to watch and like be niche audiences to. So to get their references is impossible. Yeah. It's like, my sister has her niche references. Another kid has their niche, like she just walks around being like 6'7", and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is that? You don't know? You don't know 6'7"?
Yeah,
I don't. I don't. The whole weekend has been. You don't know Labubu? You don't know 6'7"? You don't know Bacha Benson? Boom! Like these, like her memes are so. She's in the depths. Like it's too random and chaotic. Like
but you're right. It is exactly the same as like our parents were like, you know, they're like, cable is bad for you. Yeah. You shouldn't be, as a young mind, you shouldn't be taking in this high octane nonsense of cable television, sitting your ass down and just staring at the TV. Yes. And now, we are the new kids. We're like, you shouldn't be watching this many Snapchat streamers.
Yes, truly. In like 30
can't
seconds.
Be good for your brain.
Dude, it's insane. Like the way I can liken it to is it's like the highway expansions. Like our parents had like a little highway they could drive their car on. We had.
By the way, it's such a Houston way of looking at things.
I know, right? I just hit
highway expansion metaphors.
Hit me.
you know how your highways are expanding
you know how
forever.
Your city is mostly highways.
Everyone is like, no.
You know how you live on the highway. Well, it's like my parents' highway was like a lane. Our highway was like, okay, if we got 5 lanes. Yeah. My sister's highway, like the shit going into her mind is like 9 autobahn, like just 40 passenger autobahns of random.
It's going up and down, side to side.
I'm like, I can't navigate this. It's impossible. Yeah. So just trying to navigate her brain and like
but that's what their young brains are designed to do, is to soak in and adapt to whatever like increasingly more fucked up and weird worlds they get born into. They will be able to handle it.
It's like dipping my head into like a pool of chaos of just like the random noise before anything forms the universe. It's like, I'm just like dipping my head into chaos and it's too much. I'm like, I can't. And she's just like
it's like before the Big Bang, they were just like titans going to war with each other. That's where your sister's at.
Yeah, she's fucking like her brain is what I'm concerned about. Yeah, because she, like I said, she did clog my toilet last night. I
don't think that's a brain thing.
Well, it was the combination of the situation.
You don't need to go to a neurologist for that.
The situation she put herself in. She clogged the toilet, but then in the midst of clogging the toilet, she's like, I need hot water because that's what fixes this. So she took a hot water heater that just you turn the button and the hot water heats up. But she thought you were supposed to put that on an electric heater. An electric heater. All you have to do is press the button. Yeah. She thought you had to put that on the stove, turn the stove on. Almost fucking burned down my house. As she had shit hanging out her asshole.
She was like, what would a Labubu do in this situation?
A
Labubu
help. I'm looks like I'm not gonna Benson boom backflip my way out of this one.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
It's so funny to riff on this. It's just nonsense. Are we pissing off some 12-year-old listeners right now?
We're about
These
to
ignorant
literally
riffs.
be doxxed. These kids are powerful too. they're how they navigate the internet is too powerful for me.
Children listening, please have mercy on us.
We love you. We're scared of you, and yeah, I don't think I'll be having any of you.
Nice.
But
Let's start the show.
podcast.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the podcast, nigglets. That's not how we start. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
That's how we started today. That's okay. That's fine.
Welcome to KAWPS, the podcast. You know, the podcast, your weekly roundup of cops shenanigans and fuckery.
Police news
goes on, and we are your host.
I'm Jaffer. That's Ashton. We start every week with the headline roundup, just to give you a rapid fire snapshot idea of some of the things, that the cops got caught doing last week before we dive into some more interesting, important, fun stories to talk about. So starting out here, cops in Havernell, Massachusetts pile on top of a man who was screaming for help until he loses consciousness and later dies in the hospital. R.I.P. Francis Gigliotti.
Cop in Raton, New Mexico is accused of sexual assault.
Cop in Spartanburg, South Carolina is charged with sexual assault.
Cop in Kingston, New York is facing trial for sexually abusing a minor.
Cop in Gaithersburg, Maryland is arrested for possession of child sex abuse material.
Cop in Seminole County, Florida accused of illegally using police database to spy on the investigator in his child sex abuse material case.
Cop in Baltimore is convicted of assaulting his 4-year-old daughter.
Cop in Huntsville, Alabama is charged with willful torture of a child.
School cop in Easton, Pennsylvania is arrested for sexting a student.
Cop in Ventura County, California accused of domestic violence.
Cop in San Diego convicted of domestic violence gets sentenced to 3 years probation.
Cop in Bridgeport, Connecticut is fired after facing multiple stalking and harassment charges.
Cop in Blakely, Pennsylvania is charged with stalking, illegal firearm possession, and animal cruelty.
Cops in Butts County, Georgia are facing a lawsuit for repeatedly tasing a man while he was on the ground.
Cops in Memphis, Tennessee are facing a lawsuit for punching, tasing, and biting a man on his own property and then attempting to cover it up.
Cop in Seattle drinks, drives, and crashes into a family.
Cops in Helena, Montana kill a dog.
Cop in Trenton, Georgia is fired after accidentally killing his police dog.
Cop in Grant County, New Mexico kills a baby rabbit by hurling it at his truck.
Cop in Philadelphia, who was convicted for killing Eddie Irizarry during a traffic stop, is immediately granted parole by the judge.
And cop in Louisville, Kentucky, who blindly shot into Breonna Taylor's home, is recommended by the DOJ to serve only 1 day in prison.
You are fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
You are.
That's a recommendation from the DOJ. Obviously, this is Trump's DOJ. This is the obvious, sort of political theater that Trump loves. So we'll have an update for y'all next week because it's supposed to be this Wednesday when the judge makes his decision on sentencing. So this isn't official. This is just the DOJ being like, by the way, judge, this is what we think. This is what the president thinks should, if you're taking suggestions, 1 day. So what are we talking about today? We got an episode for y'all. We got some stories. We'll be talking about a police dispatcher using 911 to berate an old lady, a slew of stories involving police stealing from banks, stores, motorists, and more, all from this last week, and the state of Alabama still refusing to release the body cam footage of the fatal shooting of teenager Jabari Peoples earlier this month.
And if you're fucking with us on Patreon, $5 a month, please subscribe, give us some stars, 5 stars. We will be talking about a whole bunch of stories coming out of the NYPD involving a hiring, firing, and then rehiring of unqualified officers, multiple lawsuits alleging internal corruption, and of course, New York City's favorite party popping mayor, Eric Adams. So join us.
Yeah. So we'll be starting in Twinsburg, Ohio. Shout out Twinsburg. Reading here from WOIO. Headline is dispatcher charged for rant to woman who has called police nearly 200 times. Some small town shit right here.
I actually love this. I watched the story earlier this week. I had no idea this was going to be on the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're excited.
I thought it was. I saw the video. This is funny. It's funny. Sorry.
All right, let's start. A police dispatcher in Ohio has been charged for allegedly making a spiteful phone call to a resident at the beginning of June. On June 6th, Karen Clinton received the phone call she says she will never forget. As the phone rang, she rushed to pick it up. When she read the caller ID, it said Twinsburg Police. Quote, "My heart started racing. I was bracing for impact. I was getting ready. Do I need to sit down?" Clinton said. Thankfully, the phone call was not bad news about any of her loved ones. But what the dispatcher said to her left Clinton speechless. The dispatcher first identified themselves as Twinsburg Police, then asked Clinton if she had her full attention. Once the dispatcher was sure that Clinton was listening, she said, quote, "Congratulations, you win the prize. It's called the Booby Prize. You are the dumbest person to call the police department on a repeated basis." The caller, who was later identified as 911 dispatcher Loretta Nash, allegedly continued by going into detail about the number of times she says Clinton called first responders in the last 15 years. Quote, "Since 2010, you have made 183 phone calls, and in the last 5 years, we have conducted 954 traffic details on your street," Nash told Clinton.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
as black and brown men, we do not condone stereotypes. But if you call the police, how many times?
It said 183 phone calls, resulting in 954 traffic details on her street.
And your name is Karen. That is equivalent to me eating watermelon and fried chicken right in front of you.
Yeah.
That is, you should have some form of awareness.
Exactly,
My name is Karen.
It's the equivalent of me throwing acid in Kelly's face. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it makes me upset for white women. I'm like, look, not all Karens are really like this. I mean, come on. We've all known a Karen in our days that wasn't calling the cops 183 times. She's doing a disservice.
Well, you're just like, oh yeah, that's our people.
Like kind of proud.
Yeah,
that's us. That's our Karens. Love us or hate us, we are who we are.
And when you see this lady, she truly is the art. Like truly, this is what the textbook definition of a Karen. Old white lady, just like freaked out by everything. She was freaked out by the phone call. She just got a call. She was like, I didn't know what to do. And then I was like, and then they were like, bitch, I hate you. The police call. She's like, you win suicide by cop. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Thanks for your.
Which is insane. I mean, this is really a rare example of a story where we truly see both sides.
Yes.
Because, all right, lady, stop fucking calling the cops so much, you fucking psycho old lady. But also, don't fucking call the old lady to, like, look, if anyone's had a working job where you work with the public, you know that old people will come into your job and annoy you. That's a part of life. I used to work at Cold Stone Creamery in high school. That was one of my first jobs. And you know how annoying it was having these fucking old white people holding up the line, asking all these questions. So you put the Snickers in the ice cream? Yes, lady. This is the whole fucking store. This is what it is. But did I say that? No.
Yeah, no.
I was polite because it's an elderly person. We need if we're not kind to our elderly, then we don't have any sort of society at all. That's what I say.
I hear you. But now that I can't imagine this is the only white lady. Like, this is the only white lady calling in making unnecessary phone calls. Like, there's probably thousands of them. Just like just scared white women.
So you mean just in this town or all over
just
America?
In the town alone.
Twinsburg, Ohio.
Yeah, Twinsburg, in every city across every hood the same, as Ice Cube would say. I don't believe this is the one white lady in their city calling the cops hundreds of times. She might be the most, but she won the award. But that means there's probably
Booby Award.
The Booby Award, which means there were contestants.
There
were other contestants that. But also like the pettiness of this. This dispatcher. Her last day.
Her last day.
I cannot people crash out on their last days of work.
Yeah.
This is reasonable. This isn't.
But you crash out at your boss.
Yeah.
You don't crash out on an old lady. And to think like, and it's like, because I can understand snapping on someone when you're like, you've had a rough day, things have piled on. She chose to call this lady. He called her.
Yeah, I know.
You can't call someone else and you're already yelling at them.
That means she talks about this lady in therapy.
Yeah.
This lady comes up.
Yeah.
This lady is Karen. The Karen of it all is so funny. It's just, she's like truly just a scared old white lady. She's like shaking her apartment. It looks like there hasn't been a new thing in it since the 80s. It's
Karen it's almost unbelievable. Her name is Karen. It's like this will definitely be relatable, like for the listener. Like doing stand-up comedy, like we hear like so many like comedians do like hack jokes, and it's like every time there's like a white guy and he's talking about, he wants to make a racist joke, and he's like, "Oh, it was my friend Jamal. I was hanging out with my friend Jamal." I'm like, "Bro, you do not have a fucking friend named Jamal. Fuck you, dude." Like the amount you would think every fucking white male stand-up comedian has a fucking friend named Jamal, and so it's gotten to the point where like anytime I hear a comedian say they got a friend Jamal, I'm like, I just don't believe it.
No,
like no Jamals exist in my head anymore.
I don't even know a Jamal.
Exactly,
I don't even know. I'm like,
yeah.
Quincy, you know some Jamals?
One Jamal.
One
So
Jamal.
there's one Jamal. One Jamal. I know one Jamal in
And
DC.
Quincy's one Jamal is the one Jamal all white guys are talking about.
Yeah.
That's the one they're all talking about. And they're like,
Yeah.
my friend Jamal.
But my point is that this is that level of Karen, where it's like unbelievable that this lady's name is Karen.
If there
it's awesome.
knowing that there's an award for calling the police too many times, it's like,
It's
of
given
course
to
it's going to
Karen.
go to Karen. It's like, who's going to win the MVP finals? It's going to be a Curry. It's going to be James or a LeBron or a Curry. You know, it's like one of those names. It's always up in the but
So yeah, let's keep going here. Being a former firefighter and police dispatcher herself, so a little window into the mind and the heart and the soul here. Clinton says she knows how important 911 calls are. She says she would never abuse the 911 line. When she did call first responders, Clinton said it was never on the emergency line, but always on personal numbers. Quote, "The call was to humiliate me by implying that I would make frivolous calls to 911, and that is absolutely not true," Clinton said. So her whole argument is like, hey, I'm not annoying anyone. I'm not being weird. I would call their personal numbers.
Wait, is that what she was doing?
That's what she just said she's doing.
So she wasn't even calling a 911 dispatcher. She was calling just straight to the
their text message, to the inbox.
She was just sending kill this nigga here.
Yeah. She was doing that thing where she's like sending like little voice texts like over and over, like the most annoying way to receive information.
Oh my God. I'm surprised they didn't kill this lady.
Exactly.
This is way worse
Exactly.
like I feel like a racist cop would be like, I was gonna go kill this black guy, but I got other business to attend to. I got bigger fish.
I got a 12 p.m. I gotta attend to.
Just fucking 12 gauge shotguns in his trunk. about to get this guy. Fucking zip ties. This bitch.
Yeah.
I'm going off the grid for a while.
Yeah, guys, it's time to test the strength of our thin blue line here. Solidarity, right, my brothers?
Maybe she just missed the game. She was an old dispatcher. She just was like, damn, you can take the dispatcher out the department, but you can't take the department out of the dispatcher. I don't know.
I mean, it's just, to me, it's just like it's a lonely old lady. That's what I think it is. I mean, anytime you have elderly people who are like kind of become like a nuisance to the public, I feel like this happens. A version of this happened. That's where I go. It's like it's an old white lady who's white. And sorry, I'm bringing race into. It's an old white American lady. Their kids hate her, have abandoned her, and now this is what happens. She's let loose on the public because she has no one in her life. Unfortunately, I feel bad for this Karen.
Yeah, no, there's no one tying up her phone lines with.
She was probably excited she was getting a phone call.
No,
until she saw 911. She's like, "Oh my God."
It takes old people to get to the phone so long.
She's waiting.
She's like,
"Oh, I'm gonna wait."
I know she home. No, I'm harassing this bitch. I'll wait.
It's like she's supposed to clock out already.
Yeah,
it's like 6 p.m.
I'm waiting for her to get to the phone.
It's your last day. We just had cake.
No.
I know I'm off the clock right now.
Doing this for the love of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, this is crazy.
I mean, it's so much. It's like, obviously, I don't side with the lady. You don't side with nobody here, but the pettiness is very relatable. It is very like.
That lady was living her dreams.
Yeah,
she's like, I can't wait.
I would love to go off. I mean, I have no customers anymore. I don't interact with, like, when I was working retail and stuff like that.
You know what the equivalent would be is for us at this point in our lives would be the comments. So some of the negative comments. Because, like, most, and you know, I feel like this I'll speak for both of us, but you could correct me if it's not you. But for me, it's like, this slew, making, like, politically charged content, like the slew of negative comments is just constant, doesn't really affect me. But every now and then you'll get one that's so stupid that it does kind of, I'm like, I want to give the obvious response, but I'm not. But our version of this will be like going stalking him, finding out where, he lives in New York. He works over here, and marching up to that guy and be like, actually, you dumb motherfucker.
I have fantasy. I was like, the pettiest fantasy you will ever have when you're making content online is just, damn, I wish I had a show where every hater, I confronted them. Every fuck nigga
show?
coming.
So, like, people come to watch this show.
They gotta see me beat your ass on TV. So you stand by that shit?
Yeah.
Say that shit to my face. Say it to my face right now, nigga.
So I'm imagining the show. It's like you're on stage. There's two microphones. You're standing with one microphone. The other microphone, there's a row of chairs.
No.
And so all the people are sitting, waiting for their turn to go
it's
up.
not like that. It's like Catfish. I go to them. I'm with Neve. Neve comes in. He knocks on the door, and he's like, you've never seen Catfish.
I have not.
Okay.
His name's Neve?
He's the host, yes.
Okay. What race is he?
He's, I don't know, fucking brown nigga.
He's Indian guy. Yeah, Neve.
Okay.
I don't know, brown guy.
I don't want to say Indian or Pakistan.
Sure, yeah.
But anyway, he's hosting it. He's knocking on the hater's door, and they're like, huh? And they're like, do you recognize this person? And they'll pull up the phone, and then they'll be like, I think so. And then I'll slam his hand down. I'll be like, yeah, nigga, you know me. And I'm like, you know me. Yeah, don't act like. Like, Neve will have to be in between. And
okay. So it's not a live show. It's like a reality show.
Yeah, it's like IRL, like, handy cam.
Right. We're gonna pitch this.
Yeah. And it's just me knocking on niggas I hate doors who talk shit online, and then bring them to aggression. Yeah. I have a history of going to niggas' doors.
You do.
This is actually
you do. And comedy related as well. Believe it or not, it's related to show business.
I will pull up on you.
He will.
But now we're gonna do it as a show.
Exactly.
We're gonna have fun day.
Now there'll be a good reason for you to do
it. Yeah. That was a good reason.
Yeah. What's the name of the show? Keep that same energy.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a great title. That's a great title.
Honestly, that would be a great show. You know how many people will vicariously live through that show? Like that. That's what reality TV. Reality TV is just a bunch of narcissists watching a show, being like, "Oh, that could be me." A reality show. I could be on there. But that is ultimate. Yeah. Like,
should we make a fake reality show? Listen, kids are already watching. I went through. The content I have to watch with my sister is just Gideon, a guy you don't know, a YouTuber, chasing pedophiles. That's like his whole thing.
That's the new thing.
That's the new. It's
funny. It's funny that kids are watching.
Kids love insane, like Neanderthal, like literally. I was like, you don't feel stupid watching this
guy? We're gonna go beat this guy up. He's probably a pedophile. Trust us. This guy's probably a pedophile.
Yeah, literally.
This guy's confused.
Mentally ill. He's definitely a pedophile. He's also mentally ill.
Yeah.
Like deep in the depths of mental illness. Yeah. Definitely a pedophile. No excuse. But this is not how I'm like, this is not the way. We live in caveman society where it's like, ooga, ooga, bonk. We bonk caveman, 10 million views. And that's their Chappelle. That's
and they're Batman. And their greatest hero.
It's comedy. It's heroism. It's right.
Yeah.
Like that's their fucking like ultimate.
It's bullying.
Yeah.
It has everything.
It's their who's their fucking God damn it. Why I can't believe his name is escaping me. George Carlin. That's their George Carlin.
Yeah.
It's Gideon going around. But
yeah, we should move on.
Move on.
There's more to this story, but I think we've covered it enough and then some.
Long story short, Karen won't stop calling cops throughout her life and gets.
And I blame her children. Yeah. It's y'all's
Truly,
fault.
call your mom.
Yeah,
bro.
call your mom.
She is literally.
Look at her. Look at what she's doing out here in the world. It's your fault.
Just call her. She's so lonely. She's just calling cops on niggas. That is deep.
Yeah.
That is deep levels alone. I just need a connection.
Yeah.
But on to our next story. We will be taking it to Homewood, Alabama. This place sounds racist off of the name. Yeah. Homewood. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I don't like that.
Followed by Alabama.
Alabama, I know. Homewood is it could be like in like a magazine, like Homes and Gardens magazine. But then followed by that Alabama hits. You ever go to Alabama, you see the trees, they look racist. They're like skinny and red. The trees look like rednecks. And you're like, that tree's hung a man. But sorry. Homewood, Alabama via NBC. Alabama governor backs withholding video of officer fatally shooting black student. Well,
yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Fuck did I say? Living up to your name, Homewood. Let's go to Alabama. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey is supporting a state's agency's refusal to release body cam footage in the fatal police shooting of an 18-year-old black college freshman, saying the case must be be thoroughly investigated. You know, classic. Well, we got to get all the facts before we see the footage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why can't we see it? You can't investigate.
We're investigating.
Don't look. I'm investigating.
Yeah.
Why can't I see it? I'm investigating. You can investigate and allow people to see the body cam footage. Mm-hmm. What about the body cam footage is going to change your investigation? Like what?
Yeah.
I'll continue, but just
Well, whenever I'm generalizing here, obviously, but I feel like whenever like the body cam footage is like in their favor, they immediately like, well, look at the body cam footage. Everyone look at the body cam footage. It's like right away, everyone look, here it is. Look. Everyone shut the fuck up.
On our show alone, we have seen body cam footage YouTube channels, the Facebook pages where they go when the body cam footage is like on their side, they go and release it. I mean, half the time it don't. It don't even be on their side. I mean, like when they think it's on their side.
Here's the example I'll give. Now that we're having this conversation, when the person has a gun, that's when they'll always. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm generalizing, but we do this podcast every week, right? So we're keeping up with this news, and I feel like that's a common thread. Is like every time the person has a gun, they will immediately release the footage and be like, look, he had a gun. And they act like, of course, that's like the complete cover for them. And of course, in reality is obviously more complicated than someone had a gun, they deserve to be murdered by the police. But the point here is that the police, we have seen, can be very good at releasing the footage, whether or not there is an investigation ongoing, seems not to impede it when they want the footage to be released.
And this is in Alabama. We could do a quick Google search, Alabama gun laws. Can you have a gun in Alabama?
I mean, yeah. You don't have to Google that.
I know. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
But obviously. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's keep going with this story.
Jabari Peoples, an aspiring police detective, you hear that? Jabari Peoples, he was an aspiring police detective. He wanted to be one of them. Was killed at a soccer complex where he was sitting in his parked car with his girlfriend. An officer approached his car around 9:30 p.m. because he said he smelled what seemed like marijuana. People's girlfriend, whose name has not been released, has denied he had a gun, said family attorney Ben Crump. Ben Crump,
he's always there.
Everywhere. This nigga, look...
God bless Ben Crump. That's a busy man.
Yeah, this motherfucker is he have clones? He's Ben Crump Jutsu. He just splits into fucking 19 Ben Crumps. The officer, who has not been publicly identified, shot Peoples. Man, this sentence could be just held up in like a museum. The officer who's not been identified shot Peoples. Yeah. Yeah, they shoot people. After he said Peoples reached for a gun in the pocket of his car door, according to the police department. Now his girlfriend's claiming he don't got a gun.
Yep. Only witness there, but that is not a police officer.
They won't release the body cam footage.
Yeah.
I read.
And again, we know the way even like the public will be on their side.
Mm-hmm.
The American racist public who's been propagandized about the police our entire lives. If they see that this kid had a gun anywhere on him, they'll side with the police and
which
shooting
makes
him.
no sense because like you're allowed to have a gun.
Exactly.
You're allowed to have a gun. That's like
exactly. But the point I'm trying to make is that why it seems like he doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, it's like we're
because
talking
they're
about
not
a gun.
releasing this footage.
Yeah, we're talking about a gun that no one seems to. I feel like that would have been the first. He had a gun.
I feel like if they had a gun, they would release it right away.
He had a gun. It would be in the it would be in the police report.
Exactly. He had a gun. He had a gun. Everyone. He had a gun.
We're looking for maybe the gun disappeared in the footage.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait until we None of it makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is they're protecting their officers. Yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense. We're sitting here trying to wrap our brains around them trying to protect their officers. There's no gun. He killed a guy, and allegedly. Obviously, investigations are still going. I just remember being on Facebook in 2012 and getting into arguments with old Texas lawyers that I knew.
Showing up to their house, beating them up. I remember you on Facebook in 2012. Anyway, we don't have to go back to that, but yes, arguing with racists.
You come
on
at me
Facebook.
after I win $3,000. You come at the king.
Yeah.
Listen, okay. Let's not act like it was innocent nigga. This nigga was a murderer. Okay.
Oh my God.
I just want to defend myself.
Sure.
I wasn't. Never mind. Anyway, arguing with lawyers and shit.
And the audience has to sit with that.
Yeah.
Because we're moving on. You're not getting any other details. Except for
you
that.
want a window into this life?
$3,000 and a murderer.
And
but
a young Ashton ready to pull up. I don't give a fuck. And a traumatized 11-year-old. Anyway, I'm sorry. Should you be in school, little nigga?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right, I'm gonna go. Anyway, I lost track of my point. No, but I just remember what was the argument people would always make when Mike Brown died, and it was we don't know the full story. They released the body cam footage, and even when they released the body cam footage, and we see this black guy getting killed, obviously unarmed. It still, even when the body cam footage, it was, we don't know the full story. We got to do the investigation. Now we're not even releasing they don't even release the footage. They're just doing the investigation because they don't even want you to have a foot to say. Hey,
they know it makes them look suspicious. They know that, but they are deciding that it's still better than releasing whatever is on. So let's read the last little chunk right here because it has even more.
So Peoples was shot in the back. But there was no exit wound on his body, and the bullet was not found inside him, according to an autopsy conducted by an independent medical examiner hired by his family. An autopsy conducted by the Jefferson County Coroner's Office has not been released at the request of the state law enforcement agency. So they said don't release his autopsy.
So that it's obviously strange to read that sentence. They didn't find the bullet inside. I assume that it's because when they did the state autopsy, they removed the bullet. I don't know. Maybe someone could correct me on. I don't know the norms of autopsies, but this is the independent autopsy didn't find the bullet. So that's my assumption there. But my takeaway from that is that one, he shot in the back. That's always important on whether or not a police officer was defending themselves. He was shot in the back. They're not releasing the footage. And his girlfriend said he didn't have a gun. And the last thing I want to say is that when we see that someone in the public does have a gun, beyond the fact that the cops seem to like to release that body cam footage, they generally don't just shoot one time. We see when a cop truly feels threatened, it's like 30, 70, 100 bullets. It's like hails of gunfire. Because that's how these motherfuckers are. They'll just unload.
Yeah,
when they see a person with dark skin with a gun. So and again, this is all speculation, but just going off of past past American experience, it seems like that it's pointing to he doesn't have a gun. The fact that they're not releasing the body cam, the fact that his girlfriend said he didn't have a gun, and the fact that they just shot one time. To me, that's a lot of restraint for a cop.
One
when
time
they see
is
a kid
an
with a gun.
assassination. One time it's just like, pow.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
That's assassin. That's like how killers kill. Like,
Yeah.
you don't do. It's not, bow. I did it. And it's like in the back.
And we know cops aren't like some fucking Jason Bourne that'll see a kid with a gun and just one shot and he's been neutralized or whatever.
Yeah. In a car, he's shot in the back in a car. This officer's life apparently felt dangerous. This guy killed this dude. So I mean, allegedly, obviously.
Allegedly.
But I mean, come on. It's like the same allegedly. Like Trump is not like Trump is in the Epstein files. Allegedly, like you say, like it's that type of allegedly. Like the nigga is there. Okay, the nigga. I mean, allegedly.
Yeah. So again, really another fucking sad story. This we touched on this killing like 3 weeks ago. We read like the headline of Jabari Peoples. We didn't really know any information yet. And I was like, we got to cover this. 3 weeks have gone by. We still have no information, but now at least we can. The story is that they're not releasing the body cam footage. But we're covering this week a family begging to know what happened to their teenage kid. And just last week, Sanaya Cheatham, same thing here in New York. 18-year-old girl all of a sudden dead. Mother begging for the footage. So it's just such a low fucking standard of like, just can we please just at least have the footage of how y'all stole away my child from me.
It's just it's so justice in this country, never swift, always long, drawn out, and excruciatingly painful.
Yeah,
for people.
And not justice.
Yeah, and at the end, not justice. It's fucked up ass deal. But R.I.P. Jabari Peoples.
R.I.P. So moving on, we mentioned it up top. We got a bunch of stories of cops just robbing us. So I was reminded last week. I loved what you said when how did you say it? You were like, sometimes I don't think these cops are corrupt. Sometimes I think these criminals are cops.
Yeah, they're
and
good.
It's like we're gonna go back to back to back to back of these criminal ass cops just robbing us blind from last week. Starting here in New York City, we will be reading from CBS. NYPD officer stole from Wells Fargo customers' accounts. Westchester DA alleges. A New York City rookie police officer is suspended without pay after being accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from Wells Fargo bank accounts at a branch where he previously worked. Officer Yason Rodriguez Acosta is charged with identity theft and grand larceny, the Westchester County District Attorney's Office said. He made a brief court appearance Thursday in Rye, New York. Now, I want to, before we go into anything else.
I get so hard not to react. This is fucking insane.
It's hilarious.
So funny. Just him in his police officer uniform casing the place.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. It's another
and he did it in the worst way. Like, robbing a bank, it's like, it's never good to rob a bank, but at least like when you go and you're like, you rob like the safe in the back, that's kind of like, there's not individual victims, but he's stealing from individuals' accounts. So Laura, we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
So I'll wait to get there. But here's what I want to mention up top is the first fucking for words of this article. A New York City rookie police officer. I love that. He's a rookie. He just joined the. It's not like one of those things. He was corrupted from the inside after being so. He was a rookie. He had just joined the force.
He was never a rookie. He was always a criminal, dog.
He was waiting.
He was waiting.
He was waiting.
He was just like, give me the best. Please assign me to a bank. Assign me to the bank. Assign me to the bank. Bank. Oh,
yeah. He's like, give me that bag. Give me that gun. Now give me that purse. Give me that wallet. Give me that watch.
Yo, he just walks in. This is a stick up.
Yeah.
Somebody, that's so crazy. Yeah. I love it. I'm sorry. Keep reading.
Yeah. I mean, this is awesome.
This is straight up robbery. Just like straight up. Like there's no pretense. There's no like. He tries to like mask it.
Yeah.
He's just the officer is the disguise. And that is. So.
As a rookie police officer, he's like, finally.
He was never going to be a veteran police officer.
This was I mean, might have. I mean, I don't know, dude.
He was looking for the final score. I got a score, and then we can move on.
Gets that badge. Finally, I can do crimes and not be treated like such a criminal. I hate that shit. After 6 long, hard months of training, finally, I have the tools I need to commit crimes and not be looked down upon in society. Yeah. That's like his PhD. That's like your PhD of being a criminal is getting that badge. So Rodriguez Acosta, 27, allegedly stole $87,000 from 14 victims, mostly in their 70s or older. It's just inexcusable. Like, you're a bad person.
My pastor did the same thing, bro. I'm not even capping. He actually literally did the same thing. He went to jail.
His badge was a collar.
It really was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
His gun was God.
Bro,
his gun was Jesus.
I mean, stealing from old people is
easy.
It's so easy. It's so
it's almost irresistible.
It's like it takes them so long to figure it.
Yeah.
A group of old people have to come together and realize they've been robbed. But like,
they tried calling 911. The lady is like, "Shut the fuck up, Karen. Can you stop calling us?
I think I'm being robbed by an officer.
Can you stop calling us, you old decrepit hag?"
She's fucking run out of people to blame now. She's saying cops are robbing her. This bitch is delusional. Okay, old lady. I'm sure, officer. Fucking pinned in
Acosta, he's a rookie. He would never do something like that. He's green. He's fresh.
The dispatcher be like, "Can you believe this lady?" He's like, "Yeah. Can you?" Fuck.
Oh my God. He's accused of using information obtained while working at the Wells Fargo branch in Rye Brook to fraudulently access their accounts between May 2024 and June 2025, according to the 30-count criminal complaint. To be fair, it is Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
So
if you steal from any bank, it is totally okay to do. Listen, honestly, I'm a little different because as a millennial, as a nigga who is going to be able to afford a house in 4 years via just the.
Congrats.
I mean, I don't even know that yet, but I'm looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
Stealing from old people is the only way we're going to get this wealth back.
Yeah.
It's the only way. They have all the fucking.
And our medicines are too good now, so they're not dying when they're supposed to.
Trump is literally dying, 100% dead, but he's just still alive. And because
his hands are the size of pumpkins. How is he still in charge?
This nigga's legs look like Squidward's. I mean, not Squidward's, but
when he ate all the Krabby Patties.
No, yeah.
When he ate all the Krabby Patties.
Lumps and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, you saved me because I meant Patrick because they're just like pink and wide, but that is a much better,
dude,
spot on reference.
This is the most millennial episode we've had so far. We're like, we don't get all these streaming things these kids are doing. Anyways, remember when Squidward's legs got really big because he ate too much Krabby Patties?
Just me on my fucking 90-year-old deathbed. Squidward.
Yeah.
Patrick. Yeah. And my daughter's like, but La Boo Boo. She's speaking in fucking La Boo Boo my Benson Boone? La Boo Boo Benson Boone? Matcha? Kill me. Beep.
Yeah.
La Boo Boo.
You're like, I wish I could go in a time machine like Squidward did in that one episode, and they went back and met Caveman, Patrick, and SpongeBob. It's like their daughter's like, all right, pull the plug.
No, my problem is I smoke so much weed, I've erased every episode. I have flashes of SpongeBob in my head. I don't. He got his license one time. Sandy, I've seen every episode. I've seen literally every episod. And it's just,
watch it again. It holds up.
I believe you. I watch clips that are just like
holds up.
My favorite SpongeBob scene when he was like, when Squidward was faking being a friend with him, and SpongeBob was like, "We're more than friends. We're closer." And they get together, and he lifts his shirt, and they have like this fucking nasty ass like organic. They're sharing this organic umbilical cord that's just pumping blood, and he's like, "We're closer." Very visual.
Well, you know, a good thing about SpongeBob is that they have a good stance on the police. Like the cops in SpongeBob are dumbasses.
Oh, yeah,
they're
that's
always
right.
showing them be complete fucking morons. And they the most unethical character is Mr. Krabs, constantly stealing the labor. It's got a good politics.
Okay.
SpongeBob.
Okay, I didn't realize SpongeBob was woke.
Yeah.
I did not need that, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I did not.
As someone who still watches SpongeBob regularly, I can tell you
my
that.
politics out of SpongeBob. I can't watch anything.
All right, we gotta go. Let's go back to
no,
this
we got a
dumbass cop stealing from the elderly. Rodriguez Acosta allegedly used his inside access as branch operations manager to take funds from clients without their knowledge or approval. He allegedly spent the money on a luxury car, vacation, and subscriptions to fitness programs such as Booty by Jax, which to me, Booty by Jax, it's like I'm imagining he's like trying to flex on a girl and being like, I'm gonna get you that BBL. She's like, oh my God, thank you. He goes and checks how much it costs. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get you Booty by Jax. How about that? That's still, it's a longer road.
Great value Kroger version.
It's a longer road, but that'll be you should be proud of the work you put in to achieve that.
It's more ethical. If I'm being
exactly,
it's like a
you
sustainable.
just want to buy it, but you just want to work it.
Do you want a sustainable ass? Okay, I'm just saying. You can. Did you earn that ass? At least you want an ass you earned. No.
They didn't steal it from enough old people's bank accounts to afford the BBL. Unfortunately,
I know Wells Fargo is just. This is like, see, guys, it's not us this time.
Exactly. Wells Fargo steals from the customers already. So it's like they see this cop stealing from the customers. They're like, "Oh, this kid's good.
Yeah, well,
this kid just might have what it takes to go straight to the top."
I see you're not working as a cop anymore. I see you open.
How many shares do you want?
Yeah,
you want a seat?
How CEO sound? You steal from Wells Fargo's customers? You hired.
Yeah. The judge did not order monitoring of Rodriguez Acosta, but told the suspended officer to surrender his passport. So he's still out there, probably mugging old people as we speak.
The analog way.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
Yeah.
What's in your wallet?
Yeah.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. So sad.
Damn. He just had his hands in the bank, just in the fucking. He just dip. Damn, that's crazy. Just straight up cop robbing people.
Yeah.
Speaking
of, next story.
Dallas via CBS. Dallas police officer turns self in after investigation reveals over $37,000 stolen from Apple stores, department says. A Dallas police officer turned himself in to authorities late last week for a theft warrant, the Dallas Police Department confirmed. A veteran DPD officer who worked an off-duty security job at area Apple stores is accused of stealing from them. DPD says Senior Corporal Lee Chow was wanted for a charge of theft, $30,000 to $150,000, a third-degree felony. He was taken into custody after turning himself in to Dallas County Sheriff's Office on Thursday, July 10th. Damn, so this dude, his side job was stealing from Apple.
Yeah.
It's literally
just stealing. Just stealing, dude.
Just using our trust in officers to rob us.
Yeah.
To be like, thanks for trusting me.
Yeah.
Can I go in your pocket now? And just straight up, there's like no scheme. There's no like.
All these cop security guards just like robbing all these stores blind. Like instead of like just have no security. That way, like people will steal more, but they'll just steal like one person's amount theft at a time.
You won't lose $37,000 to $150,000 worth of product.
Exactly. And you won't have to pay them a salary to steal from you either.
Yeah, I don't see this Apple store closing down. Like, we have to close down because so many thefts are happening from this one officer. From this, like they try to blame it, like in San Francisco. Oh, it's not that our business is just abysmal. It's people are like
people are stealing too much baby formula.
So we gotta close down now. No, this is fucking. I just love my favorite thing is like, how are you an officer? You literally job is to catch criminals, and you haven't learned nothing from your own day job. Yeah, you got caught.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna read. Actually, hold on to that because the end of the story explains how he got caught, and it's not police work. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
An arrest warrant reveals the investigation started in early March when Apple Inc. discovered a series of missing products from the stockrooms of Apple North Park, Apple Knox Street, and Apple Galleria. I hate all these fucking... It's like brain rot. I can't read this. The company's global security division found that those stores were experiencing so many thefts that each was on Apple's top 10 list of retail stores in terms of the number of inventory count variances. So this dude was stealing from so much stores. He entered Apple's own top 10 losses. He made those stores.
He cracked the Billboard top 10 getting stolen from stores.
Yeah, in Apple's. Damn, this nigga putting up numbers.
Yeah, dude. He's like influencing the data. Like he's like a statistical anomaly.
Those other 4 stores were just bad just shitty management, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like I would feel horrible. Like, oh, we just suck. Nobody's even robbing us. We just suck at our job. But I'll continue. The company's global security division found that those stores were experiencing so many thefts that each was on Apple's top 10 list of retail stores in terms of the number of inventory count variances. Chow worked as an overnight security officer and, according to a police affidavit, frequently spent time in the stockroom aisles and closely monitored closed-circuit television cameras. So this dude was
obviously stealing.
What you watching there?
Yeah.
What's on these cameras? Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Who could it be?
Sorry, I spilled this water on the security. Oh, so silly me. We'll fix that in 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. You're like, who could have special access to all of our products at night? Well, only this one security guard who always comes in new mink fur coats every time he clocks in. I don't know who it could possibly be.
The guy who's walking and money just flows from his coats. Who leaves a trail of money when he walks. But a police report states that cameras documented Chow bringing backpacks and duffel bags into the stores during his shifts. Apple installed covert cameras, and the affidavit states that Chow was observed concealing approximately 25 pieces of merchandise on one occasion.
Damn.
He stole you a stupid thief.
Yeah.
That's like blatant robbery. Like, if you steal from a company, not that I'm saying I've done that ever, but you gotta do like one thing at a time, bro. You can't do 20, obviously well, the system says we have 75 iPhones, but I'm only seeing 50. We've been robbed.
Yeah. You can't be selfish like that. Take what they owe you anyways. You know, you're getting underpaid. They're screwing you over. Take to where you feel like you have more of a fair paycheck. Don't steal 75 iPhones.
Thought he was gonna run a Apple store on Facebook Market, bro. Get your goofy ass. So obvious. Agents with the FBI Dallas office detained and questioned Chow at DFW Airport in April, along with his wife, who authorities say was selling Apple products on Facebook. Oh, wow. Facebook Marketplace. His attorney declined to comment, and Chow has since been released on bond. I don't know if you heard me in the part of the story. The FBI got in, but the people who caught him were Apple's own actual police department, the security division, who I would not want to fuck with. Just like Apple, they seem like they're on top of their shit. They seem
they're
like
ruthless.
They seem like they don't play. The people they've probably killed who had like the iPhone 1 before like dropped. Like, you remember when the iPhone came out and people were like, when people cared about iPhones, if you got the iPhone like 3 months early just to test it, and you were like showing off its features, Steve Jobs would personally come out and strangle you to death. So I can only imagine how that's evolved. Yeah. Now they've made it.
Yeah. But going back to what you were saying earlier, like they'll show in movies that like Ocean's 11, they'll be like, and we got our inside guy, our security, our police, he knows the ins and outs. He'll make sure all this goes down flawlessly. That apparently is not real, because cops repeatedly show that they cannot get away with the crimes they're supposed to be investigating.
What if your whole how well did you stake the place out when you just the way you got caught was just they just put up another camera right there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to not tell him about that camera.
Yeah.
Now he's like, flawless execution, Larry.
Yeah.
Whatever this guy's name is. Like, dude, that's so funny that they just looked at the numbers and were like, we're being robbed. Set up cameras.
Exactly. That's how much they did not trust their security guard.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes to show like how long it goes, how far it goes at your job to just be likable. Yeah. Like that soft power is huge. And this fucking cop did not have that.
Yeah.
We're not telling our fucking that piece of shit, that weirdo. We do not like him. We're not gonna tell him about this. Hopefully he gets caught and he goes to jail.
It's just like that's how I like the moral. You just always reminded there is no morality when it comes to police officers. Like there is no morality. These people are like in the sense of like it doesn't matter. This guy by day is acting like he's protecting his community, serving, and then at night he's literally robbing his community. It's like literally robbing people. So it's like there is no.
If you took all cops and gave them like some psychological exam that will like that's supposed to like take away like an honest like look at their ethics, I don't think it'll be above average.
Yeah. No,
I think if anything, it'll go the other way.
They're bad people. I agree. I agree. I
mean, and I think there's a lot of cops who go in there for noble reasons. That definitely exists. But I'm saying overall, I think we would not see above average. I think we would see below average.
The reality is the ignition you need to get into an altercation, to be willing to get into an altercation, it requires a bit of anger. And if you're constantly getting into your job is to potentially get into altercations all the time. You're constantly, it's like flickering this anger in you all the time, just for your job. And you could be a good person. I'm not about to, like, you could be anybody, but if you're, I can only imagine you're constantly just flickering that anger in you all day just for minute interactions. Like, hey, I told you to get, hey,
Taking steroids, you could be bigger, and it's also making you more pissed off.
And just you're angry. That shit, dude, it has to do something to your psyche.
It does.
I couldn't imagine. That would be, for me, exhausting. That would be, for me, it would probably make me an angry, mad, violent person. If I'm all day being like, just the concept of having to stop people from fight. I got to get in the middle of it. Hey, all that. When you break up a fight, sometimes you have to be like, I'm gonna have to like push one of these niggas. I got to get mad, and now I got to like push these, and that's like. You'll do that once every 6 months. And I don't like that feeling of like having to separate people and like get angry. I'll be sitting with that like that.
Get big.
Get in
that mode.
That big energy. I'll sit with that after and be like, I don't like being angry. I don't like how that weighs on my body. These niggas do that every day.
Yeah. And you're still giving them like a lot of benefit of the doubt there. Like that's a charitable way of looking at it. But then you also got all these cops that are just regularly set to patrol black neighborhoods, crime-ridden black neighborhoods that are the result of institutionalized poverty from a racist country. But you see these cops don't have the mentality. They're not wrapping their heads around all that.
No.
They are going in, and what is getting subconsciously reinforced in their minds every day when they are the only white person, them and their fellow cops are the only white people they see in this black neighborhood, this poor, impoverished neighborhood, where they go in and they're the bad guys and they're not welcome. What that subconsciously does to them is it makes them fucking hate black people. It makes black people their enemy in their minds.
I know black people. I'm around all the poorest ones, so this must be them. Yeah. This must be how they move. All of them. Every single one of them is like this.
They're not nice to me when I barge into their family's living room.
Oh, every time I kick open a destitute person's house and tear apart their shit looking for drugs and don't find any, they're all angry at me, and now I am mad at them. Fuck you. So totally puts them in an environment to reinforce their beliefs about negative beliefs about black people for sure. Yeah.
And speaking of cops not behaving well, next story going on our string of stories here. Brockton, Mass. And I'll just say, I like that all these stories are cops taking money that's not theirs, but there's a lot of variety to it. So it's a nice little fun little string of stories here.
They're all different GTA missions.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Brockton, Massachusetts is where we're headed, and I'll be reading from Yahoo News. Headline is titled, Fired Brockton Cop VA employee pleads guilty to extorting nearly $30,000 from veterans. A former Brockton cop and employee of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs in Providence, Rhode Island, pleaded guilty Tuesday, July 8th, in federal court to accepting nearly $30,000 in bribes from veterans and their families to approve and expedite benefits claims. So
dude, what?
Holding veterans who served our nation their disability claims.
Veterans don't have fucking $30,000 to be bribing people. I'm sorry, both my parents are veterans, and I know the bullshit that they like to get money. Veterans are. The government holds money from them. The VA is so fucked. It is so. You want to talk about bureaucracy and like the fucking like red tape that will kill people. My mom was in the Gulf War, and like she was approved. She gets disability because apparently they were around toxins that were like terrible toxins that cause like diseases and stuff. So she's all like on her document. The VA is like, yes, you get this money. They only give her 60% of that. She has to fight to get the 100% of the money that they've already said she's allowed to have. She has to go round and around to doctors to show that this is like affecting her, even though they were like, yes, you were there and everybody there is approved for this money. She gets 60% of her money. And my mom's always fighting. I'll go to the doctor and I'll send in this report and I think they're gonna bump me up to 80% of my money. Imagine winning a lottery and then they're like, all right, for the next 10 years, we're gonna give you 40% of the money we told you. We might bump you up to 60 if you can prove, money she's already earned. So like the fact that, and it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money.
And it's not even a lottery. Like she put in her time, like risked her life, and
so hearing that they have to bribe the veterans, VA.
Yeah. Well, this cop heard your mom's story and was like, "Ooh, I think I could exploit that. I think I could exploit this desperate lady who wants to get the money that she's owed and is pretty pissed off about it."
Yeah. Sorry, you can say it.
So we went from stealing from old people to stealing from Apple to now pretty much stealing from veterans, taking bribes for them to get the money that they were told they were going to get. Michael Dara, 47, of Taunton, pled guilty Tuesday to 3 counts of bribery, 1 count each of extortion, gratuity received by a public official, and witness tampering, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. The indictment against Dara alleges he requested and received approximately $3,385 and $16,566, respectively, from 2 different veterans to expedite and approve claims for disability benefits, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. Dara also sought and accepted $2,700 from a relative of a third person to expedite and approve a veteran's benefit claim. He requested a gratuity from the same veteran who was facing homelessness as his house was being foreclosed.
Literally insane. That is an evil ass.
Straight up evil, bro. Straight up evil. A veteran facing homelessness. Yeah, I'm gonna need. You're coming up a little short there, buddy.
About 3 G's off that. 3 grand. Like, do you not? These are people. I'm not gonna paint a broad strokes. All veterans, but a lot of veterans living check to check, dollar to dollar. So to think about how fucked up the situation, the VA's situation is, where he is making money off of expediting claims. That's how slow the Veterans Association is when it comes to like approving money, to helping out the veterans. They are damn near like a tool for the government to not pay. It's like they're like a funnel to stop the government from having to pay out to the veterans the money that they're earned from fighting in wars.
It's like, to me, this is like the definition of predatory, because you see these veterans in the situation, you see that they're vulnerable. You see they're desperate. They are not getting the money they are owed, and they are the exact type of people who'd be willing to do whatever it takes just to catch a breath. And he's like, I'm going to exploit that.
Yeah, and a lot of them are disabled.
Yeah.
A lot of them are truly Like, I went to war. I cannot
Yeah,
work.
they're elderly, they're disabled, they're homeless. I mean, my God.
Bro,
And this guy's a former veteran, so it's not like he's living in some sort of insane ignorance. He can actually deeply empathize and sympathize with these veterans.
When I say fuck this nigga to the bottom of his rotten ass core, it's like fuck this nigga. Dog.
Yeah.
I will pull up to your house.
Yeah.
I will pull up to your house. That's
yeah.
crazy.
You don't even have to mention his comedy contest that he won $3,000 in Houston. You don't even have to. Normally, that's what it would take. We've established that. We've vaguely established that. You know that. But Ashton will make an exception for this guy.
It ain't even about the money.
You don't even have to talk shit. You don't even have to imply that Ashton did not deserve to win that comedy contest in Houston.
I'll pull up in my Papado outfit.
In 2015.
I'll go find my Papado outfit. I'll put the bow tie on.
He'll do it.
And drive to your ass,
You
nigga.
don't even gotta talk shit about him in a Facebook group made up of Houston comedians in 2015. You don't even gotta do that.
It'll be the most comical ass whooping you've ever received in your life. You'll be like, why is this maitre d' beating my ass?
Yeah.
Why is he pulling my hair? All right.
And both former, well, never mind. I'll stop making connections to that story. I was gonna connect to this, but we don't have to. In 2010, Dara was accused of stealing cash from drivers he stopped while working as a Brockton patrol officer, including from an intoxicated man who was being taken to a detox center from his home. So he's been doing shit like this for a long time. He began working as a Brockton cop in 2004. In February 2011, he pled guilty to extortion and larceny charges stemming from these incidents and served 5 years of probation.
God damn, dude.
After breaking his violation 3 months later, a judge sentenced Dara to 2.5 years in jail.
Whew! What a fucked up ass nigga.
Yeah.
Dude. That's like when I say exploitive, these people don't have that money. They don't have that.
Yeah.
They're how you going?
He took money from one of the veterans' family members.
Dude, bro.
That's mob shit. Someone better come up with that money.
How is it like, bro, you do realize I'm getting benefits, right? Like benefits. Like that means they have to give me money to like live and sustain life.
Yeah, they're called entitlements. Like the broad umbrella, they're called entitlements.
I don't even like that they're called entitlements. I hate that name. They're not entitled.
Well, it's because we've made the term entitled mean a negative thing, but it does literally mean that you are entitled to this.
So, okay.
You are literally entitled to this.
I didn't know if that was Republican language to
No. I mean, like going back to like not ancient, but U.S. politics has been this is the way our Congress is set up.
Okay. It didn't have a negative.
No, it didn't.
It's like when you hear J.D. Vance and them talk about like welfares and they're like these entitlement programs that
Or like how the term trigger got turned into like a battle. Oh, you got triggered right now when it's like just about PTSD. Anyways, let's move on. Let's round this out. Last story. Save the best for last.
Detroit via WXYZ. Detroit cop arrested, suspected of stealing $600 from woman while body cam rolling. A Detroit police officer was arrested last month inside the city's 6th precinct, accused by the department of stealing about $600 from a suspect. The strongest evidence against the officer, the department says, his own body camera.
Chat, should I take this lady's money? Should I do it? W's in the chat.
If you think I should take this.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Chat, I just stole her money. You good, mud? Damn. Whoever wrote this, bars, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I read this whole thing, bars, my nigga. You were very precise with your wording. The officer has been suspended, by the way, by pay. I'm sorry, let me reread that again. The officer has been suspended with pay, but has not been charged as of Tuesday. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office is reviewing a warrant, according to the Detroit Police Department. According to officials, while near the intersection of Joy and Evergreen Road, a team of 3 officers observed what they believe to be a narcotics handoff. 2 of the suspects involved drove off, police say, and when officers stopped their vehicle, they found drugs inside. The driver and passenger of the vehicle were both arrested, later housed at the Detroit Detention Center. After their release, however, the female passenger reported that there was money missing from her purse, about $600, and filed a citizen's complaint with the Office of the Chief Investigator. When investigators pulled up the body camera, they say the theft was obvious. You can see on camera an envelope of money contained in that purse. 1 minute you see it, next second it's gone, McGinnis said. He said the cash was not listed in any department inventory, mentioned in the police report, or placed into evidence. It was stolen, he said.
He's like, this was the easiest case we've ever gotten. We actually solved the crime.
We're going to put this body camera footage out. Yeah. I don't ever appreciate officers, but it's just refreshing when it's like,
it is, honestly, we're fair on this podcast. That is refreshing. Because the cop was probably shocked. He's like, wait, what the fuck is going on here, bruh? What the fuck?
Hey, what's this dude's name?
You're supposed to say that the body cam. It's under investigation right now, so we're not releasing the body cam footage. What the fuck kind of police work is this?
We're supposed to say the body camera footage was missing. It was faulty. What are you doing?
I want to know, and because I'm interested in this specifically in this topic of race within police officer rankings. I'm interested in what race this cop is that he's getting in trouble within his police department. I tried to find, I couldn't find it, but I'd be willing to bet it's not one of the white cops.
They don't even say the cop's,
just a bet.
They don't even say the cop's name. This guy's.
They don't even say his name. And you brought up a good point. We don't know who the guy is.
Just cop does this.
Yeah.
Just a cop. He just. Whatever you want to imagine, your favorite cop, Officer Wiggum, whoever you think did that. That's the guy.
One of our few bad apples.
Nothing might have happened to this guy at all. Yeah. It's like anyway. I do love that it was just, this is how like body camera footage should be. We watched the body cam footage, we saw it, we arrested him.
Yeah.
He was suspended.
That's what AI, last week in our Patreon, we were talking about like AI attached to body cams, but it's there to write automated police reports. It should be there just to stop cops from doing all the crimes they do in real time.
This is illegal.
Just like a shock collar, just like, all right, actually, you're free to go.
Shit. All right, damn it. Yeah. That is funny. Cops do need a shock collar.
Attached to their body cam. Because body cam footage is mostly used to incriminate not the cops. Mm-hmm. Because it's kind of like obviously it's better as far as like police accountability to have body cam footage than not, but it kind of defeats the whole fucking purpose of body cam footage when police have so much power over holding on to it and who gets to see it and who doesn't. And because of all that, it's mostly, and I maybe I should be careful when I say this, but I do believe it's mostly non-cops who are incriminated by body cam footage, something that exists to hold the police to account. Because the police are the ones who get to fucking hold on to it. Yeah. I'm going to come next week. I'm going to have this point better researched, but I believe that's the case.
No, that's how it just feels watching new, But damn, that was that. I love that article. It made me feel good to watch them go, we looked at it, we saw it, the nigga gone.
And this is Detroit police. This is just, remember like a couple months ago, we had the cop who stole shoes from his fellow cop. That was also Detroit cop. So I like what Detroit police has got going on over there.
Is that where Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Petty thievery.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is in Detroit, right?
Is it?
I don't know. I think it is.
Is it not in Brooklyn? Oh my God. Maybe it's not in Brooklyn. I don't know. I've never seen the show. It's in Brooklyn, Quincy. Thank you, Quincy. That's the easiest fact check on earth.
All right. Well, that's been the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We are clear. I am out of it. All right.
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean, look, who's to say where Brooklyn Nine-Nine is really located? I mean, it's one of those things where
it's a spiritual
it's
show.
a matter of opinion, really. I mean,
it's like it's like Spelman College. It's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Get me off this camera, please.
That's our show. What a great ending. Tune into the Patreon. Ashton will be recovering, and we have a great Patreon for y'all.
Bye.